In this video, we are going to take a look at the best FPL players for the upcoming Game Week 4. And remember, on my channel, I use ChatGPT. I feed in all the relevant data and the points I think is essential for Game Week 4. So this might be a bit different from other content creators you watch. It's purely going to be based on data, not on my gut feelings or my personal opinions. That is what I try to do and try to separate from the others. So you can see here Game Week 4 on the screen here. Again, there's a Friday deadline, so be wary of that. That means that my team selection for Game Week 4 will be out tomorrow. But yeah, let's just get into my procedure here to see how I selected the best players for Game Week 4. So what I started with here was to upload two different files here on ChatGPT. I used the advanced data analysis section part of ChatGPT. I'm gonna do a tutorial on this soon, probably in the international break if you wanna learn how to do this yourself. So you can see the two files I uploaded here was the game weeks. So here we have just a basic data set of all the game weeks with abbreviations here. Home and away team, Game Week 4. Perfect. And we wanted some data sets for the teams. So basically I got this from Opta. So here we have big chances conceded, big chances created, goals, goals conceded, shots, touches in penalty area, expected goals conceded, and expected goals. So these are the data we use to calculate what ChatGPT calls FDR. So you can see here is my prompt. So basically the assignments I gave the advanced data analysis here on ChatGPT is to read all the files we uploaded, look at the fixtures for Game Week 4 and the team stats, create a fixture difficulty score based on the fixtures for Game Week 4, looking at the stats so far in the season, use big chances created, conceded, expected goals. For now, I want to ignore home and away game. I'm going to show you all about that. So we just let that run here on ChatGPT. You can say read all the files, looking at the fixtures, and create the fixture difficulty score. So what we ended up here was this list down here. And you can see here is the updated list of teams with fixtures for Game Week 4 ranked from best to worst based on the inverted score difference. Yeah, there were some issues here with the positive and negatives, but I just inverted it, so it's correct now. So you can see Manchester City on top here by a mile. That means that Fulham will have the worst fixture, and it just goes on and on like that. So you can see Manchester United and Arsenal are very close. This means that it's a bad fixture for both of them, right? Same with Villa and Liverpool, and it goes all the way around like that. So the edges is the best and the worst. But I kind of wanted to add, I figured out like 30% advantage to the home teams. So I just did this. So I downloaded the list we just watched and I added the fixtures again. So look at the updated team difficulty score. Higher is better. And fixtures for Game Week 4. Give the home teams 30% better team diff score. This is because I felt that was kind of fair, like 30% advantage for home teams. It might be a bit less, it might be only 20, but we're gonna start now this season with 30 and see how that develops. And adjusted for home team advantage, we ended up with this list here. So Man City far ahead on the score difficulty. And we have, so these are basically the best fixtures. So we have City, Brentford, West Ham, Chelsea, Tottenham, Everton, Newcastle. And the worst is kind of opposite order. And I felt that was quite good. If you look at City, Brentford, West Ham, Chelsea, yeah, you can see they have Forest at home, Fulham at home, Bournemouth at home. And what was the last team? That was, yeah, was it West Ham? I think they are away to Luton. So, kind of agree with the fixture difficulty score, so that's a good start. Now, let's move on to our players. Now that we have the FDR, it's quite simple. All we have to do is upload the stats. So you can see we upload the defenders, forwards, and midfielder stats. And these are basically straightforward. We have sorted this by, I think it's XGI, right? So you can see we have Bruno, Bambu, Saka, Madison, Mitoma, Salah. And we have Haaland, Jackson. So these are updated from Game Week 4. So basically all the kind of the stats we want from an FPL player. You can see we have Cash, Chilwell, Estupinan, and all the way down here. So it's a big list. It's every defender in the league. So I think that's important to take everything, every data point we can have. And yeah, that was basically it. And we uploaded this. So your first task is to look at the FDR fixture difficulty rating. where higher rating is best, fixture for FPL points, and the player stats is uploaded. Your next task is to find the top 5 players in each position for Game Week 4. Use FDR and player stats to calculate this. And you can see ChatGPT goes ahead and do a lot of calculations here. Look at the data sets. And here you can see to determine the top 5 players for each position, we consider the following approach. We're going to combine the player and the FDR data. We're going to calculate a performance score, and we're going to rank the players. So for defenders, we're going to prioritize clean sheets, XG and XA. And for midfielders and forwards, we're going to prioritize goals, XG, assist, XA, of course. And here you can see kind of the formula we used. So clean sheets plus expected goals plus XA multiplied by the FDR score. So this gives us our score we can rank the players on for Game Week 4. So you can see I just changed this to only do 1 player per team because we wanted City defenders all over the place. So we ended up with Kyle Walker with the best player pick for Game Week 4. We have Rico Henry, Chilwell, Romero, and Cash. I gotta say, I pretty much agree here 100%. These 3 players are the ones I would pick for this game week. So it could be Kyle Walker, it could be another City defender. Rico Henry, yeah, sure, they're a great fixture. And Chilwell, of course. So gotta say, I agree with this. I think we're just gonna move on to midfielders. And as you can see here, Mbemo is on top for midfielder with a score of 163.51, whatever that means. And we have Rodri, surprisingly, before Foden. I guess he has performed very well this season. And we have Bowen, yeah, and Grealish. So again, heavily favored against Man City. But that comes naturally when they have such a good fixture. We could have changed it up, but I'm just going to leave it for now. I kind of agree. I think like Mbembu, I would pick like Foden over Rodri. And I think Bowen is a good shout this week. Quite a surprise not to see Sterling or not even see Maddison here. But hey, that's the way it is. And let's take a look at the forwards. So we got a smash here by Erling Haaland, 413. So it kind of triples the second best player here. So I guess he's gonna be the captain this week, right? We have Vissa from Brentford, Julian Alvarez. I think he's a good shout. Jackson, I like him. And Antonio has shown some good form. They got a good fixture, so yeah. Nothing I can say on this. I think this was a good approach. I kind of like have it calculated both the FDR and the player ratings here. But again, this is just for Game Week 4, so it's a bit narrow. As you will see in the team selection video, we are gonna do this more focused on going forward. So like 2 to 3 game weeks going forward. I think that's a bit more realistic when you pick an FPL player. But you gotta, if you want to watch that, just check out the team selection video coming out later this week. But again, I was very happy with this. Remember, this was the first video I did on this, so I'm happy to get some feedback on other stuff we can do. Should we do it quicker? But yeah, anyway, thank you for tuning in, and hopefully I'll see you again in the team selection video.